Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipe. In this video, we are going to learn on how to rescale features in Python. So this is my code snippet. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I will explain to you the code over here and as well as run for you. So let's get started. Now first is what is rescaling and why do we need to do that? So rescaling means scaling your data. Suppose the range of your data is between is between 100 to 200. Now that is the scale of your data, and you want your scale and you want your final scale of your data to be between 1 to 10 or 0 to 1. This is and the transformation that you perform is known as rescaling of the data. So this is what rescaling does. Why do we need to do that? So first of all, rescaling makes your mean 0 and variance 1. So the basic formula is x minus x of the minimum of the where x is your feature column. So x, like each data point you are going to perform x minus the minimum of that feature column upon x, maximum of that feature column minus minimum of that feature column. So this is so this and after that you are going to multiply that with maximum the maximum range minus the minimum range, and you are going to finally add the minimum of that. So yes, the minimum of that. So why are you basically doing this? Let's try to understand that. When you apply PCA, the principal component analysis, which is a basic method or which is a general method of reducing the number of feature columns that are present in your data set, uh, you want your variance to be maximum. What is variance? Variance is the variation in your data. And why do we need that to be maximum? Because when you train your data, you need your data points to be very sparsely scattered, or very means to sorry sparsely scattered, or should be scattered, so that your model picks up as much as new points with very much variation, so that you can train on points that are unique to each other. So this is why you need your variation to be maximum. And uh, s- uh, rescaling basically, before applying PCA, you need to rescale your data in order to preserve the maximum variance of your data. So this is why we need rescaling, and this is where it is going to be used. So let's get started. Now def I've initiated a function named def kickstarter example 39. After that, I've given two general print statements. In order to ignore any unnecessary warning, I imported warnings and filtered them using warnings.filter warnings ignore. Now after that, I have loaded my pre-processing module from sklearn library, and I've also imported NumPy. After that, I've created a feature array that is using NumPy array x equal to np.array. So here I could have also used normal array, but here I'm using NumPy array because NumPy arrays are much faster than normal array. The execution time is very fast as compared to NumPy array. For suppose your in case of large data, suppose your calculation or performing operation on a single column having 10,000 data takes 2 seconds for a general array, then a NumPy array is going to take around 0.5 seconds. So that is very fast as compared to general arrays. So here after that, I have initiated the function pre-processing min-max scaler. Here I am using min-max scaler for scaling my data, and I've saved that under the name min-max scaler. You can see I've given a feature range that is between 0 to 1. I could have also given a feature range between 1 to 2. Here you have to give the range that you want your data to be in. After that, I'm applying my fit transform function, which is going to transform these numpy array x into the scaled form that I want. So minmax scalar dot fit transform x underscore scale. After that, I'm printing two print statements x and x underscore scale. So I'm going to run it now. As you can see, all my data is between 0 to 1. You can also see if I switch my range. Sorry for that. You can also see if I switch my range between 4 to 5, my data gets scaled between 4 to 5. So this is what minmax scalar does, and this is what scaling is. Now let's get back to our website. For more code snippets like this, you can visit to our YouTube channel, or you can also go to our website. And for more relevant projects or projects you need to work on, you can visit our website, as you can see on my right. And the URL for the code of this video will be available in the description below. Thank you.